shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin tan pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
Can language.
You don't need to change. It's boring being the same. Flamingo. Oh, 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 oh. You're pretty either way. 鶴の尻尾下に向かって曲げたらフラミンゴ。意味不明だけど面白いでしょ。虹色に染まった世界。今日も地球のどこか Like green or blue. It's boring being the same. Flamingo. Oh, 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 oh. You're pretty either way. Flamingo. Shrimps are pretty rich. Green or blue, show off. It's hard. Flamingo. Oh, 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 oh. Pink. Flamingo. Oh, 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 oh.
J Squad family and a friend are taking an strange places are hosts to strange people, and sometimes they might want you to stay with them forever. Number 10. J Squad family and a friend are taking an Uber ride from a party to a hotel. The driver slowly starts to make him feel very uncomfortable, so his friend begins recording the interaction for both evidence and their personal safety. The driver asks about J Squad's girlfriend and makes other weird personal comments throughout the conversation, like this one, for example.
You're not the word that they said. You're so much more than that. Thank you. You're so welcome.
J Squad isn't sure what to say, so he just kind of goes along. That is, until the driver stops following the GPS instructions and goes in the completely wrong direction.
Do you think you should turn to... Yeah, probably should. Oh my god. I knew I was gonna... I knew it. Well, good. Thank you.
He promises to get J Squad back to his hotel, but there's something in his voice that I find very insincere and maybe even slightly menacing. Eventually, the friend in the back seat nervously says,
Anyways, I'm so tired. Yeah.
I'm so tethered, which I think means that he feels so trapped right now. J Squad nods in silent agreement. The driver does not pick up on any of this and keeps talking. Eventually, the driver gets noticeably perturbed, and he stops talking to them completely for a while.
To the radio.
His music selection sounds like something Norman Bates would choose, and only serves to creep them out even more. Then, without warning, he makes a startling demand.
Guys, feel free to sing along. And keep that camera on, too.
At this point, he has noticed the camera, and sarcastically tells them to keep recording. J Squad quickly tells him to pull over at a random street and they get out safely. Who knows what would have happened to them if they didn't have the quick wits to start recording the situation. Number 9. A YouTuber named Ruin Road wants to explore the old remains of the Hutchins Intermediate School in Detroit, Michigan. So he climbs through one of the blown out windows and rummages all around. He is getting some artistic shots of various angles and landscapes when he notices somebody is posted by a fence a few hundred feet away. Something feels off about the man. but he ignores it and keeps exploring. Some more time passes and Ruin Road eventually forgets all about the strange man, but then a noise in the next room swings him around. Ruin Road senses someone is coming for him and quickly gets out of the building fast. He later concludes that the person outside was serving as a lookout and that other people were coming into the building to jump him. I think there is a good possibility that this is true, but then again maybe they were just some fellow urban explorers, or maybe he was being paranoid and there was no one around at all. With that said, I have in good fact heard about people getting robbed in abandoned buildings around Detroit, so I think it's good that he didn't stick around to find out. Number 8. Darren Levy Official has a YouTube channel dedicated to his adventures as an Uber driver. Most of the videos are upbeat and positive, but one of them captures one of the worst moments of his life. Two tough-looking men get in the car and gruffly tell Darren to drive to a nearby town. They don't look trustworthy at all, and neither one can verify their information, so Darren knows that they are just two people from off the street and not his real passenger. When he tells them to leave, they won't take no for an answer.
So, are you sure you're Andy?
Yeah, we're Andy. Let's go. Just drive.
Dude, I know what you're doing. I can't.
Just...
Before he knows it, Darren finds himself in a tight hold, unable to do much besides comply. Tell me if you think it would be safer at this point to do as they say, or try to attract somebody's attention. Darren decides to go along with them for now. A short while later, they call a third person named Toby and talk about what I think could have been some sort of elaborate heist.
Hey man, yeah, easy. In and out, 45 seconds.
It sounds to me like they are going to force Darren to be their unwilling getaway driver, but then one of them notices the camera and their plans fall apart.
I'm gonna call you back in a second. Wait, is that thing on?
Battery's dead now.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's on, mate.
They know their cover is blown and quickly get out of the car. It's a good thing too. Who knows what they would have done with Darren in the end. Based on what I've seen, they clearly aren't in the right state of mind. Number 7. A YouTuber named Solar and his friends are checking out an old abandoned hotel that's rumored to be the secret meeting place for an organized cult. The first thing they notice is how the hotel looks dystopian.
Oh my god.